Hey everybody, I wanted to do a video about the coaching module on the Healing program. So some of you have Healy's, a bunch of my friends do. Some of you have a bunch of these. Some of you have gotten the coaching module, some of you haven't. But even if you don't have a Healy yet, but you're into kind of personal development, energy work and everything, this is a super cool thing I want to share with you. So if you're not familiar, this is a German medical device. It's a frequency device. It operates in the quantum realm. It can read your information field. It can turn around and give you suggestions. It can turn around and send programs into your information field to help shift things for you. So that's a very brief explanation if you don't know what it is, but stick with me here. Okay, so I'm going to I want to just show you what this coaching module is, okay? So if you already have a Healy Resonance, and you may find logging into your Blue Dot app that you just have the top one and the bottom one, all right? You don't have the coaching analysis in the middle. And so this is just to kind of show you what that is and what it can do. Also, especially if you know how to do energy healing work. And this, I found it to be super helpful to kind of highlight an area that was a bit of a blind spot for me that then I could do additional work on myself. Okay, so let me show you this. All right, I need to connect to my device here real quick. While that is going on, I'll give you I just want to explain something that I'm about to do so you understand the big picture, right? So goodness, about 6 weeks ago, less than 6 weeks ago, I decided I was ready for an upgrade business-wise. Like, life is good, but I was like ready for something really next level, okay? So what I did is I started writing in my journal, pen and paper. I want to build something extraordinary. I can build something extraordinary. I will build something extraordinary. I am now building something extraordinary. I wrote that over and over and over. And I also did muscle testing on myself on what my level of consciousness was regarding this, and ran a bit of the Healy program as well. So about a few days after that, someone sent me some information on something that I'm like, yes, this is what I'm looking for, right? So now I have an opportunity, but now the key is to how to implement it and how to see it through, okay? So I'm gonna share this with you here, and I'm gonna show you how you can use the Healy Coaching program to help you do that, okay? So, all right. So you open up your Healy, the Healy Coaching Module, by the way, is something that you can right now until the end of the year, you can purchase it as a one-time. Starting in January, it's a monthly subscription on your Healy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, it asks what the focus is, like what do you want to create? And so this may, I'm going to put something in here. I'm going to say $41,384.62 month in income. So you may say, why that specific number? Well, the reason I actually choose such a specific number is no one ever makes $40,000 a month to the penny. Does that make sense? Because it's not a really real number. I put this number here because it's a significant upgrade for me. Okay, I've made some pretty good money before, not quite bad. Okay, and it's a very specific number, so it's real. All right, I'm going to add consistently. So if it's consistent like that, then it isn't just kind of a flash in the pan. You're talking about doing something that can create a legacy for your family. Okay, so when we select the database, depending on the issue I'm working on, there's a lot of different areas to pick programs to measure and run. So I'm not I'm not doing like a physical one or more relational one. So, so I'm going to pick one from here. Pick 3 from here, 2 from here, 1 from there. I'm picking a few more than you normally would. And by the way, there's a lot of hours of training that Michael Dance recently did on this from Healy. And but that's what I'm going to choose. Okay. And I've got to reconnect here real quickly to my. All right, so I'm going to run the scan now. When I hit the start analysis button, it's very important to have my very clear intention on this focus, right? What the characters I put on that part of the app on the screen aren't important, but they are there to help me focus my intention. Does that make sense? So, so I like to actually imagine counting that much money, 4 stacks of $10,000, then 10 $100 bills, and another $300 bills, and some 20s, and 4 ones, and 2 quarters, and a dime, and 2 pennies. So, all right. So when I go in here, it's going to give me a lot of different suggestions on this, right? But I'm going to go up in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to hit the potency. So it will rearrange it, okay? And I can't go into a lot of detail on this, but what it does is it brings up the really deep foundational stuff. So potency of D, 50 or I don't know, 50,000. And this number in the middle is how open and aware I am already of this, which is kind of low, okay? So self-esteem, right? It's like, on one hand, I think, oh, I have pretty good self-esteem, but if I really dig down, it's like, but do you really, right? So this is excellent. So there's 2 things I can do here. One, I'm gonna vibrate this into my information field. And I'm gonna do it 5 times at 5 minutes personally for me, and I just muscle tested that. But the other thing I can do in this and is I can actually do some energy healing work on myself regarding this. Now, so if you don't know how to do this, then don't worry about it. You can allow the device to help shift this for you. If you are an emotion code or body code practitioner and you have this and you have a Healy, then picking these issues and maybe muscle testing your level of consciousness regarding self-esteem, right? And I'm going to stop this right here just so we can look at this again, right? So if I look at, I could do some work on self-esteem, okay, regarding finances and my ability to, right? I could do, we have something here involving goals, resolving motivational disorders. Interesting. So everything appears to be associated with power or control. So I could write out my level of consciousness regarding power and control is what? I would say 50 on the map of consciousness. So it's interesting. So when I look at that, I'm not sure what exactly that means, but I can muscle test and dig deeper on it. But clearly I have more issues with control than I'm really willing to admit to myself, because you see this number 2 is like, yeah, you don't really, it kind of represents a blind spot. Does that make sense? Which are very, very important to track down. So if we look at one more, it's like self-acceptance. I accept my strengths and weaknesses and deal with them realistically. That'd be helpful. Okay. Anyways, so hope this is helpful. If you already have a Healy, just log on to your shop and you can under modules and grab this. Highly recommend it. Maybe one of my favorite things about the Healy, period. And there are a lot of cool things about that device. Anyways, hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, let me know.